What's going on? Tell the truth about the Vikings right now. Get your popcorn ready. NFL talk with your boy Mike Sports Vibes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This was I wasn't expecting to feel the way I feel about the Vikings right now, and I'm gonna keep it real. The one thing about your boy is that I will keep it real about what's happening right now. It's brutal. You know what I mean? I'm not excited um to watch this team. Regardless, I'm still gonna watch every game because I'm a Viking fan. I'm always gonna rock with the Vikings no matter what, even if they go 0-17. But I will admit it's not exciting to watch this team. Mainly on offense. This team has been absolutely terrible. And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. It's been absolutely horrible watching this team offensively. And I'm just being honest. I know a lot of people are high on KOC. People are more down on Quasi, which I'm 100% with that as well. I'm not feeling Quasi at all. But when it comes down to it, man, KOC, he's messing this team up, bro. Like he's messing our young quarterbacks up. He's coaching JJ McCarthy and Max Brosmer like they're veteran quarterbacks. Like they've been in the game for 20 plus years, or not 20 plus years, but like 5 plus years. These are not veteran quarterbacks. These are quarterbacks that are literally, it's their first season, their first games. And for some reason, KLC thinks that they're veterans. And I'm not expecting them to play like veterans. And I know they're going to make mistakes. And yes, I blame more of the the problems on offense due to play calling. But I will admit, man, Max Brosmer, no disrespect. Hope the best for the man. I hope I don't see that man play another snap in a Minnesota Viking uniform. And I say that respectfully. I ain't trying to come at the man. Hope the best for the man. But I'm keeping it real. Now, when you talk about JJ McCarthy to me is it's still a big question mark, and I'm hoping to see what he's gonna do. Get the popcorn. Man, hey, listen, bro. You're always welcome to have some popcorn with your boy. You're always welcome to have some popcorn with your boy. And shout out to you, man. Good morning, good afternoon to you, my brother T-Bone. What's good with you? Yeah, man, it's bad right now, man. Like, I'm expecting. Listen, JJ McCarthy is going to have to play a lot better. This next, I don't even want to talk about who we play. Who do we play next? Hold on now. Let me just see the schedule real quick because I honestly don't even know who the Vikings play next. I'm nervous about who we play. But now we starting to talk about the draft. We starting to talk about firing our GM, firing our head coach, and I'm trying to figure out who we play next real quick because I'm hoping that JJ McCarthy's playing next week. All right, so we got the Commanders. The Commanders, they're not the best, so we should be able to beat them. But do you want to win? Do you want to beat the Commanders? No. Tell the truth, man. Tell the truth about the Vikings. We want to have the best draft pick as possible. I know, I say it all the time. Just because you draft high doesn't mean that you're going to get the best player in that draft. That's 100% facts. But at the same time, you have a better chance to making a move. So you could trade back, get more picks, etc. And at this point, we have a lot of holes on this team. So the more picks, the better. But I would say this, I don't trust Quasi to make any of these picks. And I say that respectfully speaking. I ain't trying to come at anybody that likes Quasi. I'm keeping it real. I don't want that man to make any more picks for the Minnesota Vikings. He said, go Birds. How about them six? Oh my gosh, they were terrible. Double overtime, a shame to a team that didn't have both their best players. My guy, Trick Shot, is in the building. Get y'all popcorn ready, ladies and gentlemen. Get your popcorn ready. Hey, listen. Shout out to my boy Trick Shot in the building. Yo, man. Hey, listen, Trick Shot. Ain't nothing good with the Vikings right now. I'm going to keep it real. What's good? The only good thing that could come out of this L, losing 0-26 to the Seahawks, bro. We didn't score not 1 point. We didn't score nothing, not even a field goal. Only thing that could come out of this that's a good is pretty much firing. Let me get this word out at the chat. All right, firing maybe KOC and just starting over, man, to be honest. And our teams got obliterated yesterday. Steelers lost to the Bills 26-7. At least y'all scored 7 points. My team got shut out, bro. We don't score nothing, bro. I'll take your score over my score any day of the week. We didn't score not 1 point. And even when we was in scoring position, we go for it on 4th down, and KOC comes out with this magical play call. I'm going to do a play action pass, knowing that half my offensive line is hurt, and then we throw an interception, and it's not just any interception, it's a pick six, an 84-yard to the house pick six. That was the most, look, I wasn't even mad. I was laughing. I couldn't get mad. I had to laugh, because if I didn't laugh, it would have been, it was a bad experience to watch that game. I'm not gonna lie. My boy said, Chili said no quarterback yet. We got to figure that out, bro. We got to figure that out. How y'all gonna fix your offense? It's been looking ugly. You know what, bro? How I look at it, the only way we can fix this offense right now, bro. By the way, everybody that's in the building, hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us, and I truly feel that way. Yeah. But shout out to everybody in the building. Get this guy out of here. We got some weirdos. All right, 6 points in the last 2 games. That's a fact, bro. That is a fact. Facts. Unfortunately, you have lazy eye. Okay. I mean, if I do, can you help me out with that? I don't know what you want me to say if I have a lazy eye. He said the Ravens need to do something. Ravens need to do something. Vikings definitely need to do something. Y'all, Ravens are in a better position than the Vikings. I tell you that right now. I'm a Packers fan. Yeah, y'all look good. Y'all Packer fans are good. Lamar looks terrible. Not worse than my quarterbacks. Vikings need to do something. They need to do something ASAP. Like ASAP. I don't know what it is about the play calling, but it's brutal. It's brutal to watch. You know what I mean? Representative of the Green Bay Packers from Milwaukee, Wisconsin. What's good with you, bro? The AFC North is all up in the air between the Pittsburgh Steelers and Baltimore. Maybe the Bengals might do something. I don't know. Maybe the Bengals might get on a winning streak. Who knows? That's true though, bro. The AFC North is up in the air. What's going on, Chris? For real? Vikings need to fire head coach. I am so with you, bro. My whole mindset with the whole, and get y'all popcorn ready if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? Get y'all popcorn ready. We're going to tell the truth about the Vikings. The Vikings are not a good team. I will admit, the Vikings are not a good team. The Vikings have a lot of holes on offense and some holes on defense. More holes on offense than anything. I think our defense been playing light years ahead of our offense. Hold on real quick, y'all. But it's a dang on shame that our defense has to be perfect because we know our offense is going to turn the ball over, and we know our offense is going to go 3 and out, and we know our offense is not going to run the ball to, you know what I mean, keep win the time of possession. We never do that as well. So, but I get it. Vikings need to fire the head coach. We need to fire Quasi. We need to fire our head coach. Listen, I'm cool with firing everybody. And I say that with all due respect. I know people love KOC, but I try to ask people, when people try to say KOC is a good coach, what has he done that was so good? Can someone please tell me what did KOC do for the Vikings that was so good? Because if my memory is correct, you know what I mean? I've been a Viking fan for over 15 years. And from my memories, KOC hasn't won a Super Bowl because we never won a Super Bowl. If my memories are correct, KOC never won one playoff game. So I'm just being honest. What has KOC done? I'm tired of the Pats winning like Brady left and they back on winning. You can't stand the Pats and the Cowboys. To be honest with you, the Patriots, they look good though, man. They draft well, bro. They draft well. Yeah. I said my piece about the Ravens. I'm tired of wasting Derrick Henry's talent. Yeah. How do you think we feel about Justin Jefferson, bro? Hey, listen, Glenn. It is bad when your top wide receiver, literally, I'm not making this up, y'all. He had like 2 or 4 yards the whole game, bro. He had one, I think he had one catch for 4 yards or two catches for 4 yards. It was bad. The debatably the best wide receiver in the game looks like he can't play because the quarterbacks are throwing 4 interceptions. When your quarterback throws 4 interceptions or your other quarterback throws 2 interceptions, how the heck is a wide receiver supposed to be good? And people be like, oh, Justin Jefferson's washed. I'm like, are y'all not watching the same games? Look at our quarterback play. Look at our play calling. Our play calling is by far the worst play calling that I have ever seen as a Viking fan. This play calling, we're going to tell the truth today, y'all. We're going to be honest. I love the Vikings. I'm always going to rock with the Vikings. But the one thing I feel like is every Viking fan should kind of feel the same way I'm feeling. We deserve to see way better play, especially from our offense. And I need everybody to hit that like button if you haven't already and hit that subscribe button. We are going live for every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. And whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. I always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. There's a lot of evil going on around the whole entire world, and this is the one channel that I want people to feel comfortable where they can speak their mind and talk their talk about our favorite teams. You know what I mean? Like I said, everybody's welcome. I primarily cover the Minnesota Vikings on this channel, but if you have a question about your team, I wouldn't mind answering your question. He said, I'm not trying to skip y'all comments. So it's boom boom trouble in the paradise. Yeah, the Bears. Yeah, the Bears look good. Get y'all popcorn ready, y'all. People starting to wake up on Chicago Bears. No, hey, listen, the Bears are legit. Hey, listen, if they ain't woke yet, they just capping. They just hating. Oh yeah, we don't have an offense. Yeah, what offense? We don't have an offense. It doesn't exist. I wish they just kicked the field goal. Yeah, I understand, bro. But at the same time, it's like it would have been six. It would have been 3-26, bro. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I understand where you coming from, bro. But it would have been 3-26. I mean, I'm just saying, bro. I ain't trying to be negative here, but I'm just being honest, y'all. I'm just being honest. He said, Vikings need to take the Broncos code and just get a serviceable quarterback. Win with defense and skilled players like JJ. The problem is we have a good defense. It's not Broncos defense. The Broncos got debatably the Broncos have the best defense in the game, right? But we have a solid defense. Our offense just is bad because our play calling is the worst play calling in the whole NFL. Like real talk. Like I feel like it's more play calling than the offense. How do you not listen? If y'all was an offensive coordinator, real talk, y'all. Listen to this real quick. If y'all was an offensive coordinator and you had a Justin Jefferson, how hard do you think it would be to get him the ball? It don't have to be a long pass. It could be a short pass. It could be a wide receiver screen. How hard is it to find number 18? How hard is it to find him? KLC is supposed to be the man. You know, he ain't. Rounds of no matter. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Trickshot said Vikings need a new head coach and maybe a new offensive coordinator. I give JJ McCarthy one more year. If he doesn't improve, that's when it's time to draft a new quarterback. And I'm with you with that. I feel like we need a new head coach and a new GM. We need we need more than listen. I get what you're saying. We need a new offensive coordinator. We need a new head coach. We need a whole new GM. We need all that. We need a new GM definitely because our drafting been absolutely horrible for the most part. It hasn't been the best at all, man. There's a couple of draft picks that I don't blame crazy for them not being good for the Vikings. I blame the coaching staff for not developing them because I always tell people, you know, when you draft these players, they're prospects. There's no such thing as a perfect prospect. Everybody has something to work on. That's just what it is, right? So how does Ed Ingram go to a whole nother team and he's looking really good? How is he one of a top 7 guard in the game when Ed Ingram with the Vikings was considered a bust? So some of it, yes, bad drafting by Kwesi, and some of it is the coaching staff and not developing. I want to clean house. I want to get rid of everybody. I'm talking about Quasi. I'm talking about KOC. Listen, Brian Flores, I like him, but I'm willing to get rid of him as well. Everybody can go. And then I like the defense, though. I ain't going to sit here and cap. I don't want Brian Flores to be the next Mike Tomlin. But at the end of the day, I just want new vibes. I want new energy. This season for me has been one of the worst seasons I have witnessed being a Viking fan. And I just want to just get all that out the building, bro. I want to start fresh with a whole new team, with a whole new vibe, whole new energy. And I'm talking about good energy, not the bad energy that we got going on. He said Vikings need a new head. I read that. Cut the only real quarterback, yo. Yeah, you know what? We should have kept Sam. Hindsight is 2020. Ain't nothing we can do about that. KOC done nothing. Right. JJ getting disrespected right now. Facts, bro. JJ should bounce. He might request a trade, y'all. He might request a trade. Drake May is a monster quarterback. I love Drake May as a quarterback. I think he was my favorite quarterback coming out that draft, bro. I was one of the Viking fans saying we need to go get Drake May. And if the rumors are true, the Vikings tried to trade with the Patriots and get Drake May, but the Patriots said, nah, they wasn't trying to go for it. So we drafted J.J. McCarthy. I'm rocking with J.J. McCarthy, but I'll be honest with you, bro. It ain't looking good for him as well because I don't know what they're going to do with J.J. McCarthy, but he has to progress in a positive direction because if he doesn't look good for the rest of the season, what the heck? Listen, say he doesn't progress at all for the rest of the season. And say we hit a whole nother GM, we fired it, our GM gets fired, our head coach gets fired. They want to start fresh. They might not want to mess with J.J. McCarthy. They're going to want their own quarterback. They're going to want their own players. You know, nobody's safe when it comes to players. The only player that might be safe is Justin Jefferson, maybe. And that's it. Everybody else can go, honestly. I'm just being honest with y'all. And maybe Donovan Jackson and Christian Darrisaw, maybe. But other than that, bro, they're going to want their own team. They're going to want their own players. If you was a GM, if I was a GM, no disrespect to JJ McCarthy, if he don't show something for the rest of this year and they lose out, bro, what would you do as a GM? Would you keep JJ for another season? Or would you be like, yo, I'm going to get my guy, whether it's a veteran quarterback, like trade for I don't know who's going to be available. Make a big blockbuster trade for Justin Herbert from the Chargers, which I don't think that's going to happen. Or maybe try to get one of the top quarterbacks in this draft. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, JJ is going to have to progress. And the problem with him being better is how can you get better when your play calling is so bad? How can you get better when you have a head coach that is allergic to running the ball? How can you get better when you have a head coach that calls the plays that when it's 3rd and 1, he'll do a play action pass knowing that the offensive line is bad. When it's 4th and 1, he'll do a play action pass and knowing the offensive line is bad. Like, why? Why put yourself in that situation? That's what we're dealing with, y'all. That is what we're dealing with. How ready to start quarterback are you in the draft next year? Man, how ready to start quarterback? I don't know, bro. I hear you. 2 receptions yeah, bro. I can't imagine what Justin Jefferson is feeling right now. If you was Justin Jefferson, y'all, everybody in the comments, if you was Justin Jefferson, what would you want? Would you want to waste another season? I'm just being honest, because what if JJ doesn't get better next year? Or would you want to request a trade and try to go to the Chiefs or the Buffalo Bills or the Patriots or go to a quarterback that you know for a fact is going to get you the ball? What would you rather do? Because at the rate that, listen, I'm telling you, before this season, JJ had 1,000 receiving yards every single season, bro. This is the one season that he ain't getting it this year. He was the best wide receiver at one point. Now everybody's saying he's washed. And this is why wide receivers become divas, because they're relying on the quarterback to throw them the ball. I'm not giving them the excuse of why some of the receivers act crazy, but some of them act crazy because they're like, yo, I'm open and you're not throwing me the ball. How I make my money, how I become a great player is if you throw me the ball. If you have a quarterback that throws 5 yards above someone's head, above my head, how am I supposed to make a catch? If I have a quarterback that's averaging 2 to 4 interceptions a game, how am I going to be productive as a wide receiver? And if I have a head coach that doesn't know how to play call, how the heck am I going to be a good wide receiver? So I would not be surprised if JJ requests a trade, but I don't like it. I don't like what's happening. Dude, I played a team yesterday who had Jefferson. Yeah, man. Smash that like button, hit the subscribe button. Thank you for that. Rounds opinion don't matter. Appreciate that. Should have re-signed Darnold. Yep. JJ needs to go to the Bengals. That's another good team. That's another Joe Burrow, but y'all got bigger problems than a wide receiver. Y'all need a defense, bro. The Bengals need a defense. May is a monster. Facts. I love May. Listen, I'm one of the biggest May supporters. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again. Some people be watching all this film, right? They go by analytics, they go by statistics, all that, and it's fine to do that. But you got to go with your eye test too as well. And some people was trying to tell me, they was like, I watched all this film, Mike, about Drake May. He's going to be a bust. He's going to be that. He's not good. He can't read defenses. Listen, bro. Listen, bro. I told that boy, I said, there's so many reasons why quarterbacks ain't successful. It's the team that's built around them. It's the coaching staff around them. But I see some things that Drake May can do, and I think he's going to be good. I was giving him an example of a play. I was like, yo, there was this one play where I don't know what the exact play, but he bought time with his feet. He got hit, kept his balance. He wasn't balanced and made this nice throw. I forgot what team they went against, but he made a beautiful throw to his pinpoint accuracy, off balance, off his back foot, bro. And somehow he made the pass. And he was like, oh, well, other quarterbacks can do that too. I said, okay, so that's how you feel? Like, so everybody can make that play? Okay. All right, so you're one of those people that you watch a lot of film and you think that you're right because you watch hours of film. So I said, okay, we'll see. Now, look, I'm not right about every draft, but I was right about Drake May. And I'm so happy. I'm so happy he's doing well with the Patriots. I wish he was on the Vikings, but I am happy because I was scared. I was not scared, but nervous about him going to the Patriots because he has to play behind Tom Brady. He has to not play behind him, but you get what I mean, right? Like Tom Brady is an all-time great quarterback, and that was their guy for years. You know what I'm saying? So you playing behind him is like you got to really do something, right? They expect greatness from their quarterbacks in New England. So I was nervous for Drake May, but Drake May's looking like he's the guy. He looks really good. He's in the MVP conversation with Matthew Stafford, even though the Rams just lost to the Panthers. And he's also in the MVP conversation with what's another good quarterback right now? I think those are the three. I think it's it's Drake May, Matthew Stafford, in my opinion, that are favorites to win MVP. Best bear down, baby. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah, our season is over. Darnold should have. Yeah, you ain't lying. Last year was an anomaly. Yeah, you ain't lying. You ain't lying. Facts on play call. Yeah, give OC. Yes, we need it all, bro. Looking like the Bears has the best quarterback. And NFC North, it's between y'all and I like Jared Goff too, though. I like Jordan Love. It's some competition, I'll tell you that. The Sea Chickens didn't do anything on offense. Yeah, we are. This is why, and I love this comment, Glenn. This is why it sucks because like it's hard to say get rid of Brian Flores because it's like the defense even though they weren't perfect, they played decent/good, and they made Sam Darnold look bad. They made Sam Darnold look bad, bro. He was not doing what Sam Darnold usually does in every game, right? And for us to offensively to turn the ball over, how many times we turn the ball over? I know we threw for 4 interceptions, right? So imagine you being a defense, right? And your offense goes 3 and out. They can never convert on third down. 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. Interception. Hey, like the Oprah Winfrey show. You get a car. This is what they were doing. You get an interception. Hey, safety in the back. You get an interception. Hey, you, edge rusher. How about you? You want an interception? Here you go. Here's an interception for you. Everybody gets a dang on interception. Get y'all popcorn ready. We talking that real talk over here on Mike Sports Vibes this wonderful day. God bless everybody that's in the building. Do not forget to hit the like button if you haven't already and hit the subscribe button. We are going live for every Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you are a Minnesota Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. They have horrible offense. Yes, great content, my bro. Oh, thank you, Alex. Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. I love that comment. Sam won y'all 14 games, and the organization told him he was not the guy. Hey, listen, bro. I don't know what you listen. You telling the truth? I don't even know what to say to that, bro. I don't know what to say, bro. It's bad, bro. You have no idea what you're talking about. I mean, you don't have to listen to me, bro, if you feel that way. Mike is yeah, it's a wrap. He said cat. Well then all right, so R. What am I saying wrong, bro? Explain yourself. I need you to give me more than just that. Tell me more. What am I saying wrong? Yeah. He said JJ is like Joe Burrow always hurt. Yeah, man. I love Joe Burrow. This guy doesn't want other teams if he thinks Kevin O'Connell is the worst play caller and fire a GM that is built a great roster besides quarterback. Wrong quarterback, but give him time. Fire everyone is so typical. All right, let's talk about it. How long has KLC been the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings? How long has KLC been the head coach of the Minnesota Vikings? I'm asking Ernie because he thinks. I mean, if you know more than what I'm saying, if you know more than me, okay. How long has he been a coach of the Minnesota Vikings? And how many playoff games has he won? And how many players? Yeah, how many wins did we win? How many wins did we have in the playoffs? I'm just curious. If I'm just wondering if you know that question. Give him time. Give him time. So you want a GM that should have drafted Kyle Hamilton and drafted Lewis Seen. That's one mistake. You want a GM that also messed up when it came to what player? What's another player he messed up with, y'all? What's another player that he messed up with? Crazy. Messed up on a few players. He said KLC is the worst play caller. He is. I don't know what Bull talking about. He said Kevin O'Connell is the worst. Like he's one of the worst play callers. If he ain't the worst, he's one of the worst play callers. But I'm not feeling crazy as well, bro. I'm not. In the third round, we drafted Todd Felton when we should have drafted Andrew McCouba out of Texas. We need a safety. Our safeties are absolutely horrible this year. Bro, I don't know if you watch the Vikings, but I'm telling you, bro, I would be Mike Tomlin was the Vikings defensive coordinator back in the day. Yeah. Yeah, man. What is your take this out? All right. So if I was Justin Jefferson, I will go to the Bengals. Being Niner game. We got the Niner gangs in the building. JJ McCarthy just needs time to see how fast the game is. Hey, listen. How much time you giving them when you have one of the best two wide receivers in Jordan Addison and Justin Jefferson? How much time do you give them? But it's not even just JJ McCarthy. It's KLC and his play calling. I'm telling you. I don't know. People want to stick up for KLC. This is why I know people don't watch the Vikings in every game. Like I watch every single game. And I'm not saying I know everything about football, but when I see comments like he's not the worst offensive coordinator. I don't know. He might, but I ain't worrying about the other team's coordinators. Do you think no disrespect. I'm a Viking fan. Do you think I watch every team's offensive coordinator and their play calling? No. I watch the Minnesota Vikings and what they got going on. And our play calling is absolutely horrible. It's horrible. We're not winning a Super Bowl like with that. We're not. Not at all. JJ McCarthy just need time to see how fast the game is. All right, y'all cooked for 3 years respectfully. He said y'all cooked for we're gonna be cooked for a while. KLC is a terrible coach. Thank you. Someone is admitting it. Yeah, made solid. Yeah, banning me in the chat because I brought my receipts here. Who's banning you? I didn't ban you, bro. Who banned you? I didn't ban you, bro. I wanted Drake May. Yeah, I would like Drake May. Brock Purdy is another yeah. Is that popcorn fake? Hey, listen, get y'all popcorn ready. In the story, no quarterback would have helped this team. Like we have one of the worst O lines I think I ever seen. It's not even just the O line, bro. It is part of the reason. It's the play calling, bro. All right, let me ask y'all this question. If y'all was the head coach and half your O line is hurt, I'm talking about the left side of your offensive line is hurt, and it's 4th and 1. It's 4th and 1. What would you do? Would you run it to the left side, which is hurt? Would you run it to the right side, which is healthy, with Brian O'Neill, Will Fries, and Ryan Kelly? I think Ryan Kelly got hurt again, I think. But or would you do a play action pass knowing that your offensive line can't block for a dang on 4th and 1? That's what KOC would do. He will run a play action pass on 4th and 1 and call that a good play call. And some people are actually sticking up for KOC even after that performance. We got shut out. We scored 0 points. And people are still sticking up for KOC. You can't make this stuff up. And they said, he ain't the worst play calling. You should watch other teams. What kind of bull crap is that? I'm not worrying about the offensive coordinators of these other teams. I'm worrying about the Minnesota Vikings and what we got going on. And our offensive coordinator is our offensive-minded head coach is not the best play caller. And our GM made too many mistakes in the draft, bro. He made too many mistakes, bro. You can't name that many. Out of all the players that he drafted, there's probably a handful of players that are actually solid. That's bad, bro. Do you think Jameis would help the Vikings? I don't know about that. I'm a Bears fan, born and raised. Caleb be tweaking. Run game is solid. Yeah. It's pretty just like Burrow. I remember this guy ranting hard before the season about J.J. McCarthy was such a better quarterback than Don. Yeah, I'm so wrong. Yeah, I was so wrong. I didn't say it was better than Sam Darnold. I didn't say that. I said he brought the it factor, but I'm wrong about that too. I admit when I'm wrong. I never said he was better than Sam Darnold, but I did say he has more of an it factor, like a winning factor. But I admit when I'm wrong. I'm 100% wrong. I'm wrong about all that. I feel like a lot of Viking fans believed in what the coaching staff was saying. We thought that J.J. McCarthy was ready to play, and he ain't ready to play. He ain't ready to play. And see, you can have a better offensive line, but if your accuracy ain't the best all the time, it doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. And I'm just being honest. Like, sometimes he's accurate, sometimes he's not. But I still feel like the play calling is the worst thing about this offense. I feel like we don't run the ball enough. And I know people get old, like they probably like, yo, you keep saying the same thing. The best thing for a young quarterback is run the freaking ball successfully. Instead of it being 3rd and long, it could be 3rd and short or 3rd and you can manage it. It could be 3rd and 5 or 3rd and 6. But we always, for some reason, we're 3rd and long, 3rd and long, 3rd and long all the time. And I blame play calling more for anything bad on this offense. Yes, J.J. McCarthy has to be better, but I still blame the play calling more than anything. And people be like, oh, well, KOC's such a great coach. Hey, listen, bro. I'm trying to win a Super Bowl. I'm not trying to win regular season awards. I want to win a Super Bowl. When I play we get the crazy. JJ is from down the street from me. He was a dog, yeah. Darnold didn't win us 14 games. I'm not saying he did win. I didn't say he did win 14 games. He was part of the reason, though. He was part of the reason. He wasn't the only reason. Our defense played amazing as well. Sometimes your defense got to win games for you. This is still good win by the Seahawks. Yeah, it's still a good win by the Seahawks. I ain't taking nothing away from the Seahawks. No. Houston, but when your defense gets 3-4 interceptions, dang, I mean, I feel like y'all should have beat us by 35 points, honestly, or 40 points. Let's say 40 at that point. But it's all good. A win's a win. Hot take: if we had hard run, we would won multiple playoff games. Yeah, like everybody wants to say KOC's such a good coach and Kwesi's such a good GM. What did Kwesi do that was so great? Can someone please put in the comments? Please put in the comments. Okay, he should be fired. And Lewis got hurt. We don't know if we would be good if he hadn't got. I'll say this. Yes, crazy KOC should be fired. Lewis Seen got hurt, but compare him to Hamilton, the guy that we passed up on, Kyle Hamilton. Compare. I know injuries happen, but even when he got back, I mean, I know it was a brutal injury. I'm not saying it wasn't brutal, but I don't know, man. I think sometimes trading back can backfire. You got to go get your guy. Even if you have to kind of reach on a guy in the draft, you got to go draft your guy. If you believe in a guy that much, you don't want to drop back and then risk losing out on the guy you really want because you were trying to get more picks. More picks doesn't mean that you're going to get better, get a good player. Because like picks don't. You can have 13 picks and all of them cannot be good. And someone can have 4 picks and all of them can be good, or 3 out of the 4 can be good. It's all about quality more than quantity. Quantity gives you more of a chance. I mean, but if you going backwards when you have the talent right in front of you, it's kind of like, I don't know. Seattle is winning Super Bowl this year. They might. They both need to go. Yeah, they both need to go. Why you don't like Quasi? Just tell me. Why don't I like Quasi? What has he done for us? What did he draft for us that was good? Yeah, Jordan Addison. That was an easy pick, I think. Who else? Name all the players that's on this team right now that is playing well that he drafted. Just go down the list for me, please. It is not that it's nothing personal. Y'all be making it seem like it's personal. I want to win a Super Bowl. It's nothing personal about Quasi. It's not me. Oh, I don't like him. No, it's I want to win a Super Bowl. That's what it is. Seahawks versus Rams round 2. Cornerbacks are tiny and can't tackle. Our coach is not bad. The players are. You think the coach? You said our coach is not bad. The players are. I mean, Vikings for life. I mean, if that's how you feel, so be it. But I disagree with that. I mean, so what coach isn't bad? The coach that never won a playoff game? What coach isn't bad? Because I know if you're talking about the defense, you said the players are like what are you talking about? What coach are you talking about? KOC? There's a lot of soft people. I realize there's a lot of soft people. They take everything so personal, and it's all good. I mean, you could try to get under my skin with the calling me out of my name, but it's not going to work. All I'm saying is this. Stop being soft and face reality. Sometimes the truth hurts. This team under KOC and Quasi has not looked good. Stop being soft. Stop being sweet like cotton candy. Soft and sweet like cotton candy. Grow up, like try to be grown a little bit and realize we don't have a team right now that is able to be a true contender the way it's built right now. Just because you have a favorite coach and you like him personally for some strange reason, even though he hasn't done anything for us in the playoffs, doesn't mean that he's going to get us a Super Bowl. He hasn't done anything. You might like him, but what has he done? People being too soft, man. KLC has really disappointed me with his play calling this year. Makes me doubt he can even succeed with a younger quarterback. He wants to throw it too much. Exactly. And people be like, oh my gosh, you're hating on my favorite quarterback, my favorite coach. Man, stop being soft, man. Stop being soft, bro. Like for real, stop being soft. People put KLC on this pedestal. Like I said, the Eagles won a Super Bowl. The Eagles won a Super Bowl, bro. And when they won the Super Bowl with Doug Peterson, they fired a Super Bowl winning coach and got a whole nother coach. And won another Super Bowl. That's what it's about, bro. I'm not saying fire a Super Bowl head coach, but my point is they were so confident in their GM. Their GM was such a dog. He said, yo, if Doug Peterson don't want to get on the same page, you can go. That's what their GM did. I don't even know who their GM's name, but he's a very good GM. And if You think that GM would keep KOC after we spent the most money in the offseason? That's crazy. And he hasn't done anything. We haven't done anything. I'm just saying, man, y'all got to stop people being too soft, man. They don't want to know the truth. The truth hurts sometimes. This team is not good. No NFL cornerback, guard, NFL wide receiver. They're too big, too fast, too strong. Waste your draft capital on a cornerback. I'll play. B-Flow would be great head coach. I think B-Flow would be a good coach. I don't know about this team, though. I don't know. I would have kicked the field goal. McCarthy could be the guy, but he's not the problem. KOC is that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy is a bust. I never said that he was a bust. I said he has to step his game up. I think that's a reasonable opinion, right? My biggest thing is play calling. I've been saying this from the beginning. And people, if you say anything about KOC, you're stupid. You're dumb. You don't know what you're talking about. It's crazy to me. Bro, our new quarterback is bad. Bro, 4th and 1, my O-line is hurt. Punt. Kick the ball. KOC has no more grace left. KOC puts young quarterbacks in. No, but for people are saying that, I don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm watching every single game. This man hasn't done anything. Our coach is good. It's the players. Yes, it's a combination of both. But mostly, if you're a head coach, you're supposed to manage the game, to manage the talent on your team. Why are you coaching JJ McCarthy as he's a veteran quarterback? He's not a veteran quarterback. He's not a veteran quarterback. So you got this man chucking and slinging the ball 30, 40 times a game. You're not establishing the run. You're putting your young quarterbacks on an island to just fail. That's pretty much what you're doing. That's what you're doing. You're not running the ball with Jordan Mason. All right, Aaron Jones got hurt, so you should have ran the ball with Jordan Mason a lot more. Why didn't we do that? Why couldn't we run the ball more? I don't understand it. Steelers are better. That ain't saying much, bro. Saying the Steelers are better than the Vikings ain't saying much. Who's more to blame, Cam or KOC? I think it's all of them. Get them. Hey, Chase, I know this is going to sound like harsh to some Viking fans or some people. I want a clean house, bro. Get them both out of the building. I don't want Quasi. I don't want KOC. I want them both gone, bro. It's nothing personal, though. Our coach is good. The players are bad. I'm a Vikings fan too, bro. All right, whatever. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. If you feel like, he said you dummy. If you feel like our coach is good, even though he can't coach up our young player and he doesn't want to establish the run and he hasn't won one playoff game, you can have that opinion. We're gonna have to agree to disagree. Caleb Williams. Yeah, I love Caleb Williams. Yeah, man, I don't understand why people are so soft nowadays, man. Like, people just want to, they want to hear this. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now. If you feel like this is good, if you want a person that's going to give you not the full truth and just be soft and say the Vikings are doing good, even though the Vikings are not doing good offensively, this ain't the channel for you. Because I'm one of the dudes that I'm going to talk that talk, whether people like it or not. I'm not saying my opinion is always right. I'm not saying that. But what I will say is I'm going to talk my talk. And I would love to hear your thoughts. But if this is the channel that you feel like I'm going to just be like, oh, well, no matter what, KOC can do no wrong. He's the best coach of all time. Even though he hasn't won one playoff game in 4 seasons. This is the 4th season or 5th season. I think it's the 4th. We're not getting into the playoffs. So that's going to be 4 seasons not winning one playoff game. Even though he had Sam Darnold, he looked good, decent. He looked real good with Sam Darnold. He looked solid with Kirk Cousins. You drafted JJ McCarthy, and in 6 games that JJ McCarthy played, JJ McCarthy doesn't look good, not just because because of his his accuracy is off sometimes, but it's not even just that. It's his freaking play calling, bro. Why can't you do short? You got one of the best wide receivers in the game, and you can't even get him the ball because of play calling. You don't want to establish the run, even though our run game in one of those games was averaging like 5.2 a carry, but you still didn't want to run the ball. And we wasn't behind by a lot of points. So all the excuses, well, we was behind by 20 points. No, we wasn't behind by a lot of points that one. I forgot what game it was, but y'all get where I'm going with this. But yeah, if you feel like you need to go, if you feel like you want to hear a Viking fan give KOC all the props that he doesn't deserve, and he can do no wrong, and you don't want a Viking fan to really talk that talk and keep it real, this ain't the channel for you. Because the one thing about me, I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. What I seen on that freaking football field, we scored 0 points, and you still got Viking fans saying, KOC's a good coach. What? 0 points in a game. We couldn't even get a field goal. We didn't get a field goal. I think that's the first shutout since 2007. We didn't even get a field goal. Like, come on, bro. The whole team is completely disappointing. The defense, the offense, I think the defense is solid. It's not the best defense, but it's solid. The D-line is bad. Special teams is not the best. Coaches is terrible. Facts, bro. No, definitely not. Kayla is one. At 23, yes. At 23. Oh my life, one Drake made, not JJ. Oh man. Why y'all keep saying 23? At 23. What y'all talking about? Dallas Turner and Wilson, only solid players. Yeah, Dallas Turner, Eric Wilson, Jalen Redmond. Don't forget about Jalen Redmond, bro. Don't forget about Jalen Redmond. I like Blake Cashman. I do like Andrew Van Ginkel. But if you trying to develop a young quarterback that needs some time, you're going to have to probably get rid of them. You're probably going to have to trade them for some picks or something. Try to figure something out. Bears win the Super Bowl. Bears got a chance. New England. I say any team that gets to the playoffs has a chance. Yeah, we're last in the NFC North. Bears are not winning Super Bowl. Stop dreaming. I said stop dreaming. Don't mess his vibe up, though. The Bears look good, though. The Bears do look good. What are you? Bears aren't winning the Super. Oh, y'all trying to mess my Bulls vibe up. Bears versus. Why y'all trying to mess my Bulls vibe up, man? Let him feel good about his team. Just because the Vikings don't look good right now, don't hate on the Bears, man. The Bears are looking good. I ain't trying to come. Listen, don't mess his vibe up, man. Let him have his time. Because what does Stephen A. Smith say about the Cowboys? What can go wrong will go wrong. And that's the Dallas Cowboys. That might be the Bears. Just you wait. When they get to the playoffs, first game, they might get beat down. They might even get to the Super Bowl and lose. Who knows? I'm just saying. But the Bears do look good, though. Like, I can't even hate, man. Their GM is a real GM. Denver Broncos got one of the better defenses in the league. Okay. I can definitely agree with that. You said Broncos are bad. What? Probably the worst pass I ever seen. Honestly, man, the truth, Caleb is winning the Super Bowl. I don't know about that. Chicago is also one. Dude, Bears won't even win. Oh, man, y'all coming at the Bear fans right now. Dre May is winning the Super Bowl. I'm trying to get to. All right, so we got. Let me see. Read this comment right here. Grasshopper, what's up, Grasshopper? He said, "What's up with our two top receivers when balls are target that we drop it? They're either dropping it or the pass is not accurate. You're right. I think the team, and this is another reason why, and I know all the Viking fans that's in the building, this is another reason why we have to fire. By the way, get your popcorn ready. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. We going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Whether you're a Viking fan or not, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. Sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. But listen, I'm going to keep it real with y'all, man. Another reason why I think that we need to end up firing KOC and Kwesi, because the team looks like they gave up on them. The team looks like they gave up on the head coach. When the team looks like they gave up on the head coach, what can you do to improve that, bro? Because winning ain't happening this year. This year is done when it comes to us winning anything. Yeah, will we win a couple of games? We might win a couple of games. Who knows about that? But it's I don't know that. We might lose out. But the team looks like they're not interested in the game. you should see Justin Jefferson's body language on the sideline, bro. He's your best player on offense, and he's not even getting the ball. He's out. He on the sideline. He didn't have one catch in 3 quarters, bro. I think almost the whole 3 quarters, he didn't have one catch. Now think about that for a second, y'all. And y'all want to tell me about KOC's a good coach. Oh my gosh, bro. It's out of control, bro. I never would have thought I would hear this, that people would still give KOC all this respect and love, even though he hasn't done anything for the team, for our team. Man, 2026 March, I'm doing my Super Bowl halftime show. Let's get it. Joe Burrow, Drake May. Why y'all keep saying that? The best quarterback in the NFL right now is Matthew Stafford still. Let me catch up in the comments. Ashley, are Vikings cooked? Yeah, the Vikings are definitely cooked, bro. I'm just trying to catch up in the comments, everybody. As a Vikings fan, I'm really sad. Vikings suck. Yeah, Vikings are not good. I will admit. JJ McCarthy and Max Brosmer or color. Yeah. Pats are going down tonight. They need a running back. JJ and Jordan Addison sell. You know what? I think that might happen with the Jordan Addison. I hope not with the with JJ though. I hope not with JJ though. But if he requests a trade, well, you can't keep him. You can't keep him. You can't keep him. And I say that respectfully. You can't keep him. But let's keep it real though, y'all. Why is it? Can I ask y'all a serious question? Why is it some Viking fans think that KOC is still a good coach? Can somebody tell me this? And when I say he's not, can somebody tell me why they think? If you think he is, I want to know your opinion. Give me the reasons why KOC is a good coach, please. Someone in the comments, tell me why KOC is a good coach. Please. I need someone to let me know, because I'm hearing that I don't know what I'm talking about numerous times. When I say anything about KOC, I need someone to tell me why he's a good coach. KOC did win a Super Bowl though. Hey, nah, bro. That's not that. He didn't win that Super Bowl, bro. Come on, bro. No. He wasn't even calling plays when they won the Super Bowl, bro. Nah. We talking about as a head coach. What has KOC done to make you feel like he's a good head coach? The best player in the world is what? Patriots losing half of their starting line. I'll trade Jerry Jeudy for Jefferson any day. Fires Stefanski. Probably because they know the owners love KOC, so some fans love KOC. Nah, Chase, that's not a good enough answer, bro. I need some facts that back up why, besides the owners, why do you feel like he's a good head coach? Can I get some statistics? Can I get some? Because I know one that counts the most. 0-2 in the playoffs. 0-2 in the playoffs. Can somebody tell me? Pats, everyone, ain't no reason. Chris, real facts. I never said he was good, coach. He's terrible. No, I'm not saying you were saying that, but I'm just saying, can somebody tell me why they feel like that? Why do they feel KOC is a good coach and he should not be fired? What has he done? And I gave y'all an example of what the Eagles did. The Eagles literally fired a Super Bowl head coach and got another coach and won a Super Bowl because the GM said, if you're not going to be on the same page with me, you got to go. And guess what? He replaced them and got another Super Bowl. So, all right, so I never said he won down 33-0. It doesn't, listen, creative, I love that game. You're talking about the Colts game. That was a good game. But let's keep it real, creative. What did it amount to when it counted? I'm talking about when it counted. We got to the playoffs, right? What happened? We lost in the wild card round at home to the Giants. Because we don't want to just go for, we got to have our, what's the word I'm looking for? Whatchamacallit? Our standards higher when it comes to the Vikings. We have the most wins in NFL history without a Super Bowl. We won a lot of games throughout the history. The game we have not won was the Super Bowl. We won the NFC Championship game. We won every single game besides the Super Bowl. Our standards should be higher than what it is. Just because we win a regular season game, even though it was a great game, 33-0, it came back, whatever. I get it. We want to win a Super Bowl, bro. That's how I'm looking at it. I think every Viking fan should want that. We don't want to just win regular season games. I don't even care if we barely got into the playoffs and we win a Super Bowl. I don't care about all that. I care about just getting into the playoffs and making a true run and having consistency. When's the last time the Vikings got to the playoffs like 3 years in a row? I'm talking about 3 seasons in a row. When's the last time the Vikings did that? Did the Vikings ever do that? I don't know. I'm pretty sure they did. But I'm just saying, when's the last time the Vikings got to the playoffs? Consistency. That's what I'm saying. Consistency. Remember when the Patriots were really good? That's good now. But I'm talking about when they had Tom Brady and they had Bill Belichick and they could constantly get into the playoffs and constantly. Let's talk about the Chiefs. That's more recent. The Chiefs, this is probably the first year missing the playoffs, bro. I don't think they ever missed the playoffs when Patrick Mahomes was the starting quarterback. I don't think they did. Maybe I'm wrong. But, bro, that's consistent, bro, because they're always in the AFC Championship game. Either they win the Super Bowl or not. They're getting there. Why don't we have high standards and think like that? Like, oh, we not trying to just win regular season awards. Yeah, it's cool to say I'm the NFC North champion. Oh, we have more wins than the Packers, the Bears, and the Lions. But what about maybe we don't have the most wins and we still get the furthest in the season? I'm talking about the playoffs and we win a Super Bowl. What's it matter? So I would sacrifice an NFC North division crown for a Super Bowl any day of the week. Because I would say it's the Packers. Say they win the NFC North and we was in second in the division and we win the Super Bowl. I'm going to say, well, y'all got that crown, but we got the Super Bowl. We're the best team. So get y'all popcorn ready. Shout out to everybody in the building. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit the subscribe button. Big Bad Red was good. He is not a very good for Minnesota. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. KOC is no longer the quarterback whisperer. Thank you. I'm not the only one feeling like this, bro. They love, yes, bro. Yes, I'll take KOC for Kevin A. I don't know, man. Minnesota puts their faith in people, yeah. He developed a few quarterbacks, though. Who did he develop, bro? Name the quarterbacks that he developed. Sam Darnold, yes, I will admit he was a bust prior to coming to Minnesota, but he still was a veteran quarterback. Kirk Cousins, he played better with KOC, but Kirk Cousins was already a solid quarterback. What about developing the quarterback we have on the roster right now, J.J. McCarthy? Because I'm going to say this. I'm not one of the Viking fans that want to give up on J.J. McCarthy. You know what I mean? Yes, I want him to improve. But like I said, can he develop him? Can he forget Kirk Cousins? He wasn't a draft pick from us. Forget Sam Darnold. He wasn't a young draft pick from us. J.J. McCarthy is. Now can KOC develop J.J. McCarthy? That's the real question. And so far, he hasn't done a good job. And if anybody is on the KOC train right now, after watching what you've been seeing with our quarterbacks in these games so far, yes, J.J. McCarthy needs to stay healthy. He has to. Do I think he has that it factor? I actually really do. I think that he has a no-quit mentality. I feel like even when he does throw an interception, his head's not down like, oh, I give up. I like the fact that against the Bears in week 1, he did his thing in the fourth quarter. You can build off that, but you can't really build off of it if you're getting shut out in the first 3 quarters because you're putting all the pressure on a first-year quarterback. And I know people are like, oh, you're making excuses for J.J. McCarthy. I'm not. I said it time and time again. He has to be better with his accuracy. He's going to have to learn how to with his His footwork is kind of questionable in some cases. But we're going to have to wait until the offseason to work on that. My whole thing is accuracy for me. But other than that, bro, I'm expecting him to throw some interceptions. But I want my offense to look halfway decent. And our offense looks terrible. And if you can watch the game these last couple of weeks and you come out with KOC is still a good coach, I don't know what to say, man. There's nothing I can tell. There's nothing I can say to you if you watch the game that I'm watching. If you're watching the Vikings like I am, and you say KOC is a good head coach, yes, he was good with Kirk Cousins. If you didn't want to have if you didn't want to develop a quarterback, you should have re-signed Sam Darnold. And you should have and listen, you didn't know Sam Darnold was going to be that good, so you drafted JJ McCarthy, but people make mistakes. You could have been like, yo, I don't know. I don't know what they would have done with JJ McCarthy. He could have sat a couple of years at least, right? And say he could be the backup quarterback. Say Sam Darnold gets hurt. Boom. JJ McCarthy time. But he doesn't seem like he wants to develop a quarterback. He's rushing the process and having him slaying the ball 50 million times every game. Y'all keep letting go of quarterbacks who can take you like Sam Darnold. Yeah. And y'all 14-3, non-mentioned Brett Favre. Oh yeah, I miss Brett Favre though when he was with us. I want a conference title, a bowl. Yes, everybody talking about regular season awards, bro. Like I'm cool with that, bro. And I say that respectfully. Maybe the KLC love is mediocre. I don't know what else you want me to say. I have no clue why some people love KFC. Do y'all your own research, I guess. Man, I'm trying to do my research. That's why I'm asking. Because when people were saying, "Oh, you big dummy, you don't know nothing about football. KOC is a good coach." I'm trying to figure out, and no one's telling me why he's a good coach. I ask them, "Why is he a good coach?" "Oh, he's a good coach, you dummy." That's all they say. That's all they say. I want to know why he's a good coach. I think we should fire KOC, promote Brian Flores. I know that's a popular statement. A lot of people want Brian Flores. He said bring Bruce Arians to Minnesota. Oh, okay. Shout out to everybody in the building. Everybody that's in the building, make sure you hit that like button, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. We are going live for absolutely every single Minnesota Viking game with the scoreboard and everything. Even if you're not a Viking fan, if you feel in the vibes, consider subscribing. This is one YouTube family. And always say sports are designed to bring us together, not separate us. He helped develop Dobbs and Wentz. No. He didn't. Come on, bro. Wentz is a veteran quarterback, bro. He didn't help develop Wentz. And I say that respectfully, bro. I'm not trying to come at you. He didn't help develop Wentz. And Dobbs, you talking about Joshua Dobbs? Come on, bro. How did he help Joshua Dobbs, bro? I'm trying to understand where you're coming from, bro. But he didn't develop no Joshua Dobbs. And he definitely didn't develop Carson Wentz. Carson Wentz was already he was a veteran quarterback. He's been in the game for 8+ seasons. How did he develop a quarterback that's already been in the game for 8 seasons and was in at one point of Carson Wentz's career, he was in the MVP conversations, bro. The year that they won the Super Bowl, the Eagles in 2017, he was in the MVP conversations, bro. He ain't developed no Carson Wentz. Vikings trash, man. Dobbs and Wentz are veteran quarterbacks. I don't know, man. Kevin O'Connell is good at vet. Yes, he's good at vet. So this is why I'm saying, why didn't he should have just kept the vet. He should have paid Daniel Jones a lot more money. Or Sam Darnold. Not him specifically, but you get what I'm saying. He should have really pushed. I don't want before we even went to even before we signed Sam Darnold, Kevin O'Connell should have knew after Kirk Cousins, I don't want to draft a developmental quarterback. I want a veteran quarterback that I can win games now. That's what KOC should have said. Could be worse. Could have drafted Penix. I like Penix. I'm going to tell you all the quarterbacks I like. I like Drake May. I like Jaden Daniels. I like Caleb Williams. I like Bo Nix. Michael Penix. Injury history, though. JJ McCarthy, if he can play a little bit better with a better play caller. Um, I still think that 2024 NFL draft was amazing for quarterbacks. South Park, most players on the team already booking vacations. KOC lost a lot. Exactly, bro. Don't do that. And crazy can't draft. Yes. So that's what I'm saying. Fire them all, bro. Fire them all. He also worked with Johnny Manziel, Austin Davis, and Josh and the Browns. He worked with them. But listen, this is my whole point. This is my whole point. This is my whole point. I get you talking about other quarterbacks on other teams. I'm talking about on this team. What has he done as a head coach to put him on a pedestal of a player, of a coach that won a Super Bowl? He has not won a Super Bowl. He has not won one playoff game. And everybody is coming at people like me. Oh, you don't know nothing. And I don't really care. You can say what you want about me. But y'all not giving me nothing that he did for our team. I don't care, respectfully, Volume. I don't care that he coached Johnny Manziel and Austin Davis. I don't care about that. What can he do for my team? What can he do for my quarterbacks? JJ McCarthy, and I feel bad for JJ McCarthy. I feel bad for Max Brosmer, especially JJ McCarthy. But listen, JJ McCarthy, it looks so bad right now because of play calling, bro. I'm not saying that JJ McCarthy ain't going to be a bust. I'm not saying he will be. He might. I don't know. But I tell you one thing, you're not even giving him an opportunity to be good because you're not putting him in the good positions to be successful. Adam Thielen released. That was such a miss of a trade. Are you serious, bro? Adam Thielen is released? This got to be the suckiest year, bro, for the Vikings right now, bro. Get the freak out of here. Vikings waive Adam Thielen. Get out of here with this. Wow. Wow, that's crazy work. That is crazy. Thanks for the news, bro. Yeah. Yeah, Thielen's gone. Thielen's gone, bro. The Vikings quarterback is low-key wasting Jefferson's prime. And I'm hoping that's not the case, but I look at it like this. It's play calling too, but I get everybody's frustrations, man. I get everybody. Well, what I don't get is you can't say nothing about KOC. Oh, he's a good coach. He's a great coach. I mean, what did he do that was so great? Wentz wasn't popping like was when he got to the Vikings. Nah, bro. Are you talking about this is Wentz? He's not in his prime no more, bro. But Wentz was okay, bro. He was really good with the Eagles, but then he had a couple of seasons. I think with the Colts, he had a couple of seasons. Then he went around the NFL. He went around the NFL, I will admit. But even with the whole Carson Wentz thing, do we really want to bring that up? Carson Wentz was solid a couple of games, but but another thing I want to talk about, KOC, you had Carson Wentz play with a torn labrum. You had a brace or something on his shoulder. You had him playing with a torn labrum, a dislocated shoulder, a fractured socket. I'm not sure what game it was. Was it the last game he played? All I know was the man was on the sideline, wincing in pain. And as a leader of a team, as a head coach, I know football